So if we're looking to do the earliest time that a task is going to be finished, when we have a train of events, like a string of events happening, it's kind of like if we have a domino set up and we want from the first domino to knock over, that's the start, all the way to the end. How long is that going to take? So first thing we're going to do looking at this chart is look at this column right here. That's called prerequisites. That's going to happen right before task. So as soon as somebody is done, like A is done, it's going to show us, hey, when A is done, this is what happens next. So we're going to start our event. Starting our event is going to be marked with a star. Now, right, how long does it take to something to start? Well, it doesn't take any time whatsoever. And I know that because right here under the time section, it says 0 time. So after the start, A is supposed to get started. They're the one that really starts the event. So how long does it take before A to be able to start? Well, 0, because A is the start. That is why it's listed as none right here. We can go down here and look at this example. This has 2 nones, so the star of the event will be A and B. So I'm looking, and I have to ask, hey, how long is it going to take A to do their business? How long are they going to be up on stage dancing? Well, they got a whole 5 minutes. They're doing a solo for 5 minutes. So I'm going to put 5 right here on both arrows that are leading to the next set. So if we're looking, as soon as A is finished after the 5 minutes, we can see that B is supposed to come in as well as C. So we're going to put B and C. I now need to ask myself, how long since the start of the program did it take before B to come in? Well, A was to start, so it took no time. I'm going to add that to the 5 minutes that it took for A. So that means that B and C should have been a different color. It means that it took B only 5 minutes. So their parents only had to wait 5 minutes before they could see them on stage, right? So those are handled. Well, now I'm gonna look at the time. How long does it take? How long does B get to be on stage? 6 whole minutes. But C only gets 4 minutes of time. So when C, after the 4 minutes that C's working or on the stage, soon as C's done, F comes on. So F comes on. So now I gotta say, how long did it take for F's parents? How long did they have to wait to see them on the stage? Well, C took 5 minutes. That's before their parents could say. But C spent 4 minutes on the stage. So it's going to take F's parents 9 minutes. So now I have that handled. Now, while, it took C only 4 minutes of their performance time, B took a little bit longer time. B was doing it for 6 minutes. They were up there just dancing their butt off. Now, if we look here at E needs to wait before B and C gets off. So that means CF is going to get on stage before E, because E's still waiting for B to finish, because B is a bigger number than C. That means you can't start until that event ends. So if we're looking, B needs to lead us to D and E. So I'm looking, and I'm like, as soon as D is done, how long do their parents have to wait? That's my question. So B's parents had to wait 5 minutes before they could see them. I'm going to add the 6 minutes that it took for B to get off the stage, which tells me D's parents had to wait 11 minutes. But here's the tricky part. It's how long does E's parents have to wait? So E's parents have to wait till B and C get off the stage. So when C gets off for 4 minutes, is E going to come on? No. E can't come on the stage yet because they're still waiting for B's 6 minutes to be up. So that's kind of like we're right here in this timeline. C gets off the stage. We have this little bit of time left that B still is on the stage. So E can't start until C is done. B is done, excuse me. So that means this one is the one that we're going to have to wait for. We got to wait that extra time. So how long does their parents, E's parents, have to wait? Well, we're going to look, and you always pick the bigger time, which is 6. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Now, I know people are going to be like, what? That doesn't make sense. So let's go ahead and 5, 11. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 6 should be the 11. Boom, there we go. So what's going on is this is the time, boom, both C and B got on the stage. They're dancing 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minutes. Now C has left. Well, we can't do anything when C has left right now because we need B to get off the stage. B gets another 1, 2 minutes. Now B left. Now E can come in. That's why it's 11 minutes. Now we're going to the next. G has to wait for D, E, and F to get off the stage. D spends 4 minutes on the stage. E spends 8 minutes on stage. F spends 4 minutes on stage. So again, we have to look, and after 4 minutes is up, E is still dancing. So they're still waiting additional 4 minutes. So we pick out of those 4 the bigger number. Or excuse me, out of those 3. It says 8 is bigger than 4. That means G had to wait 8 minutes from the 11 minutes that E got on stage. So G had to wait 19 minutes. That's how long their parents had to wait before they get to see their child on stage. But G's lucky because G gets a whole 10 minutes on the stage by themselves until the curtain closes. And we are going to represent the curtain closing and the finish of the event with a big X. That means how long did the performance last? Well, that was G was 19 plus 10 gives me 29. That's the earliest amount of time. If they were doing their performance perfectly, the earliest amount of time would be 29 minutes. Now, you know, mistakes could happen. Something might run a little bit longer, and then it would take longer than 29 minutes. But the earliest time is 29 minutes. Now, if I want to be like, hey, what path did this graph have to take for us to figure that out? We're going to start at the back. We're going to start at the back. We're right here, and we're going to go, hey, what, from 29, how did I get 29? I went from 19 plus 10 to 29. So now I got to ask, what number did I add to get the 19? Well, I added 8 and 11 because 11 and 4 isn't 19 and 9 and 4 isn't 19. So how did I get this 11 to get from E? Well, 5 plus 4, that's 9. 5 plus 6 is 11. So we know we took that route. Now we're looking here. We're at B. The only way to go to B is from A And that's how the path that our amount of time. The people we were waiting on was A, B, E, G. Though that is the way that we had to do it. Now, if you look and we go up this next question right here for B, ask us how long did we have to, it says 2 tasks must be completed before E can start, right? How long do we have to wait? Well, E, because we did it this way, we already know that E only had to wait 11 minutes.